Hi, everyone. I just wanted to jump in here for just a second and talk to you today because the doors to the Feel Good Sisterhood are finally open for enrollment. And to be honest, I could not be more proud of this program. And so I wanted to share what's going on with it, just in case you were interested in it. You might be wondering, what is it all about? So, if it's something that is interesting to you, you might be interested in a group coaching program for women who want to lose weight, but who don't want to diet anymore. That's exactly what this program is all about. And so I want to let you know what it is and just give you some details about it. One of the things that I'm really proud about the program for is it takes all of my teachings, all of my tools and resources for my private one on one coaching, as well as the teachings that I've been doing here on my podcast, as well as on social, and it puts them all together in just a beautiful sequential format. Now, we're going to be addressing diet, of course, physical activity, and all the other topics as they pertain to how we take better care of ourselves and the person who we want to be in the future. So, everything that you could possibly want. The program will actually have three different aspects to it. And we're going to meet weekly for live coaching calls where you can ask any question. There will also be a community space for support and accountability. Every week, I will be giving you a couple different resources in order to move you more towards your goals. So each week, I will offer two different videos. The first video is going to be more habit based. And then the second video is designed to be more perspective or mindset based. Okay. And then on the calls, we'll go over the topics and talk about what are you struggling with in order to get this done. If you need individualized attention, if you have questions, you can raise your hand and ask the question. Of course, these group calls are going to be recorded so that you can rewatch them if you want to, if you happen to miss a session, or if you just want to go back and review what I said to you again, just to make sure that you absorbed it all. I created this group because I know how powerful group coaching can be. And I personally have sought out many groups over the years to help me in different aspects of my life. But also, group coaching allows you to get the expertise of other women, as well as myself and all of my 15 years of experience helping women just like you in midlife establish the habits that you know and help you feel better and remove all of those barriers and obstacles that seem to get in your way when you try to commit to something that later then you end up giving up on yourself. So the group is not going to allow you to quit because they need you and you need them in order to succeed. Not only will you get all of the tools and resources that I've cultivated over multiple certifications on nutrition, physical activity, general health, and life coaching, but you'll also have 7 other coaches who are donating their time and resources to helping the group. I'm telling you, these mini sessions and master classes are freaking amazing. You might be asking yourself the question of, how exactly does group coaching work? And so, although group coaching or coaching in general is becoming more and more popular and mainstream, there's still just a ton of folks who have never done it before and don't actually know anyone who's done it before. So, you might not actually have anyone that you can ask any questions to about what's the process like or what's it like to actually be coached. And so every coach has a completely different way that they do coaching. But even if you have worked with a coach before, you may be wondering how I've designed this program and how it works. So, for what it's worth, I have 100% confidence that the way I've structured the Feel Good Sisterhood and the resources that I'm offering, you will get the exact same results or better results than you would working with any coach privately. Every week, I'm going to set a theme or topic. So I'm going to have a couple videos and I'm going to have some other resources. They might be podcasts, they may be worksheets or workbooks that I've designed. And at the beginning of the week, I'll provide a few of these videos, usually about 10 minutes in length, addressing some knowledge transfer. So, for example, how does the body process carbs or different types of fats? What should I be looking for? Or maybe exercise, like should I do cardio first or should I do strength training first? So those types of knowledge transfer. And then homework that will reinforce each of these topics. Then, as we meet as a group, we'll discuss the challenges that we're having in relation to each of these topics. Maybe you have an injury and you don't know how to manage exercise with that injury. Bring it to the coaching call. Or if we don't get to it on the coaching call, you can always bring it into the community as well, because not only am I going to be there, but there are going to be all of these other amazing women who are there who are going to offer their expertise in what they've done to overcome those problems. And that's what I really love about group coaching is that there might be something that I'm struggling with that someone else can help me with. And then the next week, they're struggling with something that I totally have conquered. And so I can help her. And so we all have different value that we can contribute to the group. It's just this beautiful place where we can just get healthier together. Some of the questions that I've been asked are, what themes and topics will we be covering? And how the program will help us to become healthier. And also, I've also had the question of, since I've never had a one-on-one coach before, how does group coaching actually work? We all know what we should be doing, but for whatever reason, we are not doing it. So we all know that we should be drinking more water. We all know that we should be eating more vegetables. We all know that we should be exercising or at least having some physical activity in our lives on a daily basis. We know that we should be getting enough sleep. We know that we should be limiting treats. We know that we should not be overeating. And so why is it that we aren't doing those things that we know are going to actually make us feel better? And so, therefore, my coaching and the program are both based on this guide and checklist that I have called the 8 Basic Habits That Healthy People Do. My idea is that if we have these 8 habits in place, if we do foundational habits, then pretty much everything else, our body does what it should be doing. Our body will take care of itself and start to right size. So the themes and topics will be a variety of, again, knowledge transfer, like this is why you want to eat vegetables and how they help your body function. But then also practical tips and techniques. For example, how to plan out what you're going to eat for the week, or how to read a menu at a restaurant so that you know what you're getting. And so we're going to teach you all of that. Now, where the type of coaching that I do really differs from most coaches, nutritionists, or personal trainers is that I get really into the why. And everything that I mentioned above is totally Googleable, right? You can Google, how to do a kitchen makeover. You can totally Google how to set up your sleep environment so that it's restful. You can Google how much water do I need, okay? But through coaching, we are going to get into why we don't do it. Why can we not stop eating after dinner? Why do I have those 3 o'clock cravings? Why am I resistant to planning my meals? Does that resonate with you? Why do I not exercise when I know that it's going to make me feel better? But then, more importantly, how do we get ourselves to do the things that we want to be doing? Now, some of the time, the answers are going to be hormone imbalances. That if we eat properly and exercise and get enough sleep for our body, that our body will naturally fall in line. However, sometimes we need to take a look at our systems or our techniques and figure out what is happening there. Other times we just have a bad habit and we need to get out of it. So To answer the question, how will this program help me to be healthier? If you're pretty sure that there are things that you could be doing that would help you to take better care of yourself. Now, here's a little bit more about coaching. The way that I work with my private clients is that we meet weekly and we establish habits that the client is going to focus on. Okay, so that you are going to focus on. Now, in the individual coaching client relationship, we come up with these habits together. Now, because we're working in a group, okay, and so each week, what you're going to do is you're going to focus on that habit. Then when we check in through the weekly calls, you're going to say, if you weren't 100% with your habit, we'll start to explore why. We're not asking, why didn't you do this from a place of judgment, but rather from a place of curiosity, like really getting curious and thinking like, okay, why didn't I eat a vegetable on Saturday? Was it because I didn't have any vegetables in the house? Was it because I had vegetables, but they weren't prepped? Or was it because I wasn't home and I didn't carry any with me? Or was it just that I was kind of being a petulant child, which we all do, and I didn't feel like eating the vegetables that were right there in front of me that I was supposed to be eating? When we look at it from that point of view, then we can start to coach around, okay, what was it about the vegetables that made you want to not eat them? And so when we can identify the breakdown of why we didn't do what we said that we were going to do, then we can figure out a solution. And was it a process problem? Or do I have a tool that can help you? It's, you know, it really, when we look at our problems from the standpoint of curiosity instead of judgment, we can totally make gains. And the best part about this is that I am going to teach you how to do this yourself, how to look at your past habits and your past behavior from a place of curiosity so that we don't have that head trash monster going around in our heads telling us how terrible we are. Because when we have that head trash monster, we know that we're not going to do well. You are not going to want to miss this. You are definitely going to want to head over to the sales page right now. The thing is that I truly believe I have underpriced this program. And I did that intentionally because as a one-on-one coach, I understand that not everyone will be able to hire me to work with them privately. I understand that one-on-one coaching can be expensive, but at a significantly less than half of my normal rate, I want this program to be more affordable and accessible to more people to get the coaching that you need. Now, the cart closes a week from Friday. So Friday, July 30th is when the cart closes. And again, the program starts the following Monday on August 2nd, but we don't have our first call until August 4th, Wednesday, August 4th. Now, again, the cart closes on July 30th, and I would love for you to join us. So go into the comments and go to elizabethsherman.com/group coaching and take a look and see if this is the right program for you. At this point, the program is about half full. So if it's interesting to you, you're going to want to hop on and take a look at the sales page and then shoot me a message if you have any questions. Okay. If you like what you hear on my podcast, you at least owe it to yourself to head over to the sales page to see if it resonates with you. If you need some accountability in terms of those things that you know that you should be doing, but you're not doing, go over to the sales page and check it out and see if it does resonate with you. I mean, clearly there's absolutely no obligation to buy. It's just information. So again, if you're interested, go to elizabethsherman.com/group coaching. That's all one word. And if you have any questions, you can shoot me a message from the sales page. I have this cute little like animation thing that you can shoot me a message from there. But anyway, so that's all I have for you today. Let me know if you have questions. I'm here for you and I want you to succeed. All right. I'll talk to you later.